The secret to a rich mindset: rich versus poor. Imagine unlocking a hidden key to wealth. Imagine two people with the same background. One builds a thriving business and achieves financial freedom, while the other struggles paycheck to paycheck. What made the difference? Mindset. In fact, motivational guru Tony Robbins says, "Success is 80% psychology and 20% mechanics," meaning the way you think matters far more than the tactics you use. What if the secret to becoming rich isn't about money at all, but about how you think? Stay tuned, because in the next 26 minutes, we're going to reveal the secret to a rich mindset and how changing your mindset can change your life. What is a rich mindset and why it matters? A rich mindset isn't about the dollars in your bank today. It's a set of beliefs and attitudes that shape how you see opportunities, handle challenges, and pursue success. Think of mindset as the lens through which you view the world. People with a rich mindset believe they shape their own destiny, whereas a poor mindset believes life happens to them. Fact: rich people create their own life. Poor people allow life to happen to them. In other words, wealthy-minded people take accountability for their future, while those with a poor mindset often feel like victims of circumstance. Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." This famous quote highlights a powerful truth. Your mindset is a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you believe in your ability to succeed, you'll take actions that lead to success. If you're convinced you'll fail, you likely won't even try. A rich mindset dares to think big and believe it's possible, whereas a poor mindset stays stuck in self-doubt. It's like the difference between playing to win and playing not to lose. Those with a rich mindset focus on opportunities and solutions, while those with a poor mindset fixate on obstacles and problems. A rich mindset embraces long-term goals and delayed gratification, investing time and money now for bigger rewards later, whereas a poor mindset seeks instant gratification, spending money as soon as it's earned without planning for the future. Importantly, a rich mindset means abundance mentality, believing there's plenty of success to go around. The poor mindset is marked by scarcity thinking, the fear that if someone else wins, you lose, or that there's not enough for you. This fear can lead to playing life too safe and never taking the chances that lead to growth. To illustrate, consider a quick story. Two friends, Jack and Alex, start a small business. It fails. Jack says, "I knew it. I'm not cut out for this," and gives up. Classic poor mindset. Alex, however, asks, "What went wrong and what can I learn?" He sees the failure as a lesson, tweaks his approach, and tries again. A year later, Alex launches a successful company. Jack settles for a job he doesn't love. The difference? Alex had a rich mindset, seeing failure as feedback rather than a final verdict. As inventor Thomas Edison famously said after many experiments, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Rich mindset individuals welcome failure as part of the journey to success, whereas poor mindset individuals fear failure and avoid risks. The power of mindset, backed by science and success. Why does mindset have such a powerful effect? Modern psychology offers some answers. Stanford psychologist Carol Dweck found that people with a growth mindset believing talents can be developed, tend to achieve more than those with a fixed mindset who think abilities are innate. In entrepreneurship, this growth-oriented, rich mindset is crucial. It means viewing challenges as opportunities to learn rather than insurmountable problems. When you believe you can improve and adapt, every setback fuels your growth instead of stopping you. Another insight comes from neuroscience. The reticular activating system, RAS, in your brain. The RAS is a bundle of nerves that acts like a filter, highlighting information that matters to you and tuning out the rest. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm unlucky," or "I'll never be rich," your brain will literally filter your experience to confirm those beliefs. You'll notice every setback and miss many chances. But if you train your mind to focus on opportunities and solutions, your RAS will start alerting you to resources and ideas to help you succeed. If you want it, you might get it. The Reticular Activating System Explained by Tobias Van Schneider. It's almost like programming your brain for success. Change your focus, and you change what you see. No wonder entrepreneur Robert Kiyosaki insisted on banning the phrase, "I can't afford it." Instead, he taught to ask, "How can I afford it?" A simple change that forces your mind to search for creative solutions. "I can't afford it" shuts your brain down, while "How can I afford it?" opens up possibilities. Even billionaires echo these principles. Oprah Winfrey, who rose from poverty to become one of the world's richest women, said, "The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude." In other words, change how you think, and you change what's possible for you. Similarly, investor Warren Buffett famously advised, "The more you learn, the more you earn." He attributes much of his success to continuous learning and mindset, not just lucky stock picks. By now you might be thinking, "Okay, I get it. A rich mindset is powerful. But how do I get one?" Great question. Mindsets can be changed. Let's dive into actionable steps you can start today to shift from a limiting mindset to a rich, success-attracting mindset. How to develop a rich mindset. Actionable steps. Changing your mindset is like training a muscle. It takes practice. Here are 7 actionable steps to start transforming your thinking. Take responsibility for your life. Adopt an internal locus of control. Stop the blame game. The first step to a rich mindset is realizing you are in charge of your outcomes. In psychology, this is called having an internal locus of control, meaning you believe your actions influence your fate. Instead of feeling helpless or blaming the economy, your boss, or bad luck for your situation, decide to take control. For example, if you're not earning enough, don't just say, "The job market is bad." Take initiative. Maybe learn a new skill, start a side hustle, or negotiate a raise. Wealthy-minded people embrace proactivity, knowing they create their own results. This shift from victim to creator is huge. The moment you accept that my choices create my outcomes, you regain power to change your future. As one blog on wealth psychology notes, a wealth mindset begins by believing you have control over your financial destiny. Famous example: when Colonel Harlan Sanders, founder of KFC, had his business recipe rejected over 1,000 times, he didn't blame the world. At 65, broke but determined, he kept knocking on doors until he found a partner. That's extreme ownership of one's destiny. You don't need to be that extreme, but starting today, Catch yourself whenever you're about to make an excuse or blame someone else. Instead, ask, what can I do to change this? This mental switch is step 1 toward a rich mindset. Set clear goals and a vision for your future. People with a rich mindset think long-term. They have a vision of what they want and set specific goals to get there. If you don't know where you're going, you'll drift wherever life pulls you. So take time to define what success and wealth mean to you. Is it a certain financial goal? E.g., I want a net worth of $1 million by age 40. Is it owning your dream home or starting a company that changes the world? Be specific. Research shows that clear goals provide direction and motivation. They act like a roadmap for your brain. Write your goals down and break them into smaller milestones, monthly or yearly targets. This gives you concrete steps to focus on, which keeps your mindset oriented towards achieving rather than just wishing. Visualize your success too. Olympians and top entrepreneurs alike use visualization to program their subconscious. Spend a few minutes picturing what your life will look like when you hit your goal. How will you feel? Visualization strengthens your belief and motivation. Then, importantly, take action on those goals daily, even small steps. Each action you take reinforces the belief that you are in control and making progress, feeding a rich mindset. Remember, a rich mindset plays to win with a clear game plan, while a poor mindset often has no plan and simply hopes to get by. Adopt an abundance mentality and ditch scarcity thinking. Start training yourself to see the world as full of opportunities. A rich mindset believes in abundance, the idea that there's plenty of success, money, and resources for everyone. In contrast, a scarcity mindset, common in struggling individuals, leads to constant fear. Fear of spending, fear of others succeeding, fear of taking chances. To shift into abundance mode, practice gratitude daily. Yes, gratitude. It sounds simple, but regularly acknowledging what you do have, skills, health, a roof over your head, supportive friends, whatever it is, shifts your focus from lack to plenty. This subtle shift can dramatically improve your outlook. When you focus on blessings and possibilities, you start seeing more avenues for growth. Thank that RAS in your brain for kicking in. The next time you catch yourself saying something like, I can't afford this, or there's no way to win, stop and reframe. Instead, ask, how can I afford this? Or, what can I do to improve my situation? As mentioned earlier, Robert Kiyosaki swears by this reframing. By automatically saying, I can't afford it, your brain stops working. By asking, how can I afford it? Your brain is put to work. This isn't just about money. It works for any challenge. Swap out defeatist self-talk for empowering questions. Over time, you'll notice you feel more optimistic and proactive because you've taught your mind to look for possibilities instead of roadblocks. Story example. A young entrepreneur, Lisa, once felt envious when others in her field succeeded. She'd think, ugh, they took the clients. Now there's less for me. This scarcity mindset made her defensive and discouraged. After learning about abundance mentality, she flipped her script. When a competitor did well, she told herself, great, proof the market is thriving. There's room for me too. She doubled down on improving her services instead of stewing in envy. Soon she attracted even more clients because her positive, collaborative vibe drew people in. Lisa's business and confidence grew once she embraced abundance. Just a quick reminder, hit like and subscribe. Now let's continue. Reframe failure as feedback. Develop a growth mindset. Here's a golden rule of a rich mindset. There's no such thing as failure, only lessons. Every setback is a stepping stone. We touched on this with the Edison example. He didn't see 10,000 failed attempts. He saw 10,000 learnings. This is the essence of what Carol Dweck calls the growth mindset. When something doesn't work out, rich mindset people don't conclude, "I'm doomed." They ask, "What did I learn? How will I adjust?" They remain curious and resilient. By contrast, a poor mindset treats failure as final. I failed, so it's over. I'm not capable. The result? The rich mindset person keeps improving and eventually succeeds. The poor mindset person quits and guarantees failure. To cultivate this growth mindset, embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. Try new things even if you might not excel at first. If your project at work gets tough or your first business flops, remind yourself that skills and success are built, not born. Recall times you did overcome something difficult. It was probably after a lot of trial and error, right? That's normal. Each attempt makes you sharper. Adopting this perspective will make you fear failure less, because you'll know every attempt gets you closer to your goal by teaching you what doesn't work. It's like a scientist experimenting. No experiment is wasted data. Action tip. Next time you face a setback, write down 3 things you learned from it. Also list what you'll try differently moving forward. This exercise trains your brain to extract value from failures. Over time, you become unstoppable. Because setbacks lose their sting, they become simply part of the process. Remember, every wildly successful person has stories of failures and rejection. What set them apart was persistence and a learning mindset. As the saying goes, losers quit when they fail, winners fail until they succeed. Keep failing forward and you'll get there. Commit to continuous learning and self-improvement. Knowledge is wealth, quite literally. Those with a rich mindset are lifelong learners. They read books, seek mentors, and constantly acquire new skills. Why? Because they know every new piece of knowledge can translate into an opportunity or advantage. Warren Buffett spends hours reading every day and attributes his success to this habit. He said, "That's how knowledge works. It builds up, like compound interest." The average millionaire reportedly reads more than 1 book a month, often on self-improvement or finances. This isn't a coincidence. Learning opens your mind and increases your earning potential. Start by feeding your mind positive, rich mindset fuel. Replace a bit of Netflix or gaming time with reading something that develops you or listening to motivational podcasts. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, devour biographies of successful business leaders or educational videos, just like this one. Learn about money management and investing. Understanding how money works is key to not fearing it. As the saying goes, the more you learn, the more you earn. Make it a habit to learn something new every day, even if small. Over a year, the growth will be tremendous. Also, upgrade your skills continuously. Want to pivot to a higher-paying career or start a business? Take online courses, find a coach, or attend workshops. Each skill you add or improve, public speaking, coding, marketing, etc., is like adding another tool to your wealth-building toolbox. A poor mindset person might say, "I already know enough," or "learning is for school." A rich mindset person says, "What else can I learn that will help me grow?" They stay humble and curious. So adopt the mantra, always be learning, It not only boosts your capabilities, it also keeps you adaptable and confident, which are invaluable mindset assets. Surround yourself with positive, success-oriented people. Ever heard the phrase, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with"? Jim Rohn famously said that, and it's spot on. Your environment hugely influences your mindset. If you hang around pessimists or people who settle for mediocrity, their attitudes will rub off on you, often subconsciously. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, positive-minded people, you'll be inspired to think bigger and push yourself too. Rich mindset individuals tend to cluster together. They share ideas, encourage each other, and hold each other accountable. You can do the same. How to apply this? Look at your inner circle. Do your friends inspire you or drain you? You don't need to drop everyone, but make an effort to connect with people who motivate and challenge you. Join entrepreneur meetups, online forums, or take a class, places where go-getters hang out. Find a mentor if you can. Having someone successful to guide you can dramatically shift your mindset. If you don't have access to in-person mentors, you can virtually surround yourself with greatness by reading books, watching talks, or following thought leaders who embody the rich mindset you aspire to. The goal is to immerse yourself in an environment of growth. Over time, the conversations you hear, the attitudes and habits you observe will naturally calibrate your own mindset upward. It's like osmosis. Spend time with winners, and you start adopting their outlook and strategies. On the flip side, set boundaries with chronic complainers or skeptics who shoot down your dreams. At least limit their influence on you. Protect your mental space. As an old proverb says, if you want to fly like an eagle, don't swim with ducks. Surround yourself with eagles. Practice gratitude and visualization daily. Mindset rituals. This step is about consistent mental habits. Just like physical exercise, your mind benefits from daily training. 2 of the best exercises for a rich mindset are gratitude and visualization. We touched on gratitude earlier as part of abundance thinking, but it deserves its own habit. Taking a couple of minutes each day to list things you're grateful for, in a journal or just mentally, conditions your brain to look for the good and for possibilities. It's hard to feel poor when you realize how blessed you already are. Gratitude turns what we have into enough, and from that state of enough, we can pursue more without desperation or fear. It's the foundation of an abundant mindset. Visualization is a powerful complement. Athletes use it to improve performance. You can use it to strengthen your wealth mindset. Each morning or night, visualize yourself succeeding. See yourself acing that job interview, giving a great sales pitch, or celebrating your business's first profitable year. Whatever your goal is, feel the emotions of success. This isn't magic. What it does is prime your brain. It's like a rehearsal. When the real moment comes, you'll feel more confident and driven because in your mind, you've been there. Some of the world's most successful people, from Olympic gold medalists to self-made millionaires, swear by visualization techniques. Science shows that vividly imagining goals activates similar brain regions as actually achieving them, training your mind to make it real. By regularly envisioning your future success, you keep your mindset focused, motivated, and positive. Additionally, consider using positive affirmations, statements you repeat to yourself to cement new beliefs. It might feel silly at first, but affirming things like, "I am capable of achieving great wealth through serving others," or "I have the creativity and drive to solve any problem," can gradually overwrite years of negative self-talk. Remember, Your mind believes what you tell it consistently. So, make sure you're telling it something empowering. Conclusion. Now it is time for you to take action. You can do it. By now, you've learned that the secret to a rich mindset isn't a gimmick. It's a genuine shift in thinking that virtually every self-made success story has embraced. From taking full responsibility for your life, to believing in abundance, to learning and growing at every step, a rich mindset sets you on a path where success becomes almost inevitable, because even when life knocks you down, you bounce back stronger. The best part? You can start cultivating this mindset right now. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. Whether you have $100 in the bank or $100K, wealth first begins in your mind. As Oprah Winfrey's quote reminded us, changing your attitude can change your future. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. Oprah Winfrey. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one of the mindset shifts or action steps from this video and apply it today. Maybe it's catching and flipping a negative thought when it arises, or reaching out to that mentor, or writing down a 5-year vision for your life. Comment below which step you're going to work on first, declaring it will help you stay accountable. Remember, riches in life, financial and otherwise, flow to those who think and act like successful people. Nurture your mindset every day. Guard it, train it, and encourage it, just as you would a young plant, until it grows into a sturdy oak of prosperity. In time, you'll notice external results, opportunities opening up, better decisions, new income streams, all reflections of your internal transformation. Change your mind, change your life. It all starts with that secret inside your head. Now that you know the secret, it's time to use it. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more empowering content. Now, go out there and start building your rich mindset. Your future self is cheering you on.